everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We will be talking about Sitecore AI. What is it? What we have learned so far since it's released, and we will share our first impressions. If you have any question, please feel free to post them in the chat or ask them after the session. But firstly, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Yauheni. I'm Sitecore developer and Brimit company with 9 years of experience in Sitecore. Also, I'm Sitecore Technology MVP 2025.
Yeah, and my name is Ihar Zharykau. I'm also a Sitecore solution architect at Brimit with almost 8 years of experience in Sitecore, 3 times Sitecore MVP and CDPX and Cloud Content Hub certified developer.
This is our agenda of our presentation. Firstly, we will talk about Sitecore AI. What is it, why it's needed, and why Sitecore implemented it. After that, I will present the new interface and explain the differences between XM Cloud and Sitecore AI. Then Ihar will talk about AI abilities, Agent Studio, Agent API, and MCP. He will also talk about the new changes in Marketplace, and finally, there will be a short demo showing how to set up MCP and use it. Of course, we will be ready to answer your question after the end of the session. As you all know, Sitecore has passed through several important steps. The first step was Sitecore XP-XM. But as many of you remember, XP-XM version had some challenges. It was deployment process, upgrade was hard, and scalability of the platform required a lot of work. Also, we had to control everything ourselves, set up service, manage environments, configure deployment, and other things. Of course, this gave us more flexibility, but it also took a lot of time and resources. From my point of view, the biggest problems was upgrading. For example, moving from Sitecore 9 project to Sitecore 10 was often a long and complex progress. Sitecore understood these issues, and when we had grow a cloud technology, Sitecore decided to give us a new way to work, to move Sitecore and Sitecore product into the cloud. Sitecore released Sitecore XM Cloud. In XM Cloud, Sitecore removed many of these old problems. Deployments became easy. Upgrades are automatically now, and the platform scales without extra work from the team. You also get many Sitecore products like Order Cloud, Send, Content Hub, and other products in one cloud ecosystem. But of course, XP-XM is still popular and many projects continue to run on it. But as I see, more and more customers are moving to the cloud and choosing XM Cloud because it is faster, easy, and it's really easy to grow and scalability. And now we arrive at the next big step. The moment when our world changed because of AI, Sitecore also follow this direction. This is why we now enter a new era of our platform. And it is Sitecore AI. Sitecore recognizes that the world is changing and we must move towards this AI. Rather than putting AI just behind the stand, they built it directly into the user interface, and user can generate, create, and using AI themselves in real time. Also, Sitecore released that today is very easy to get lost among all the different Sitecore products. That one of the main goals of Sitecore AI, of course, it doesn't replace the existing DXP products, but it unifies them into a single AI connected platform. So instead of switching between separate systems, customer data, personalization, our assets, now everything comes together under one roof, powered by AI. Also, Sitecore saw that web is changing, but content still matters. Today, people visit website less often to find specific information. Many users shift to social media and, of course, to AI chatbots like ChatGPT or Google Gemini. And these chatbots have a feature as web search, and chat can search by all internet. That's why the main idea of Sitecore AI is to help our clients generate content not only for website, but for all other platforms too. Also, Sitecore noticed that user, no matter what industry, often begin their day with a chat in ChatGPT. So why not make it easier? And Sitecore implemented chats inside the Sitecore platform. And now users who work with Sitecore not needed to open ChatGPT for ask something, just need to use Sitecore AI. And Sitecore AI will have all these possibilities like ChatGPT. Also, Sitecore AI should help developer implement components faster and content after create more quality content. It means the time to market becomes faster. Now, let's talk about a new interface of Sitecore AI. Inside Sitecore AI, you will find Sitecore XM Cloud plus Sitecore Stream and plus a new big features like Agentic Studio and Design Studio. In this video, you can see how the new menu looks, what's been added, and how it's differ from XM Cloud. Also pay attention to the chat field. You can ask question or generate content directly in the UI. And a new UI chat available on all pages. Let's talk more details about interface. And first, it is strategy section. This is place where all campaign work starts. In strategy, you bring everything together. Your goals, your audience, and the channels you want to use. You first decide what you want to do, who you want to reach, and how you want to do it. Then you write your ideas in brief. This is where your main goal and direction for your campaign. When the brief is ready, you turn it into a real campaign. You can add tasks, you can plan the work, follow the progress. Strategy connects all these features in one workspace, from ideas to brief to campaign and finally to execution. Also, because everything is in one place, the team can plan more easily, stay on brand, and reach their goal faster. I think you can notice that the strategy was inspired by Content Hub, and if you have experience with Content Hub, you can recognize that some features very similar. The next, I want to review assistant board in strategy section, but first I need to review brand kit because assistant depends on brand kit and will not work before we will not set up a brand kit. Brand kit help organization keep their branding consistent across all channels, team and content types. They describe your brand identity, your guidelines, tone, messaging rules, and other important details. Brand kits work very easy. You just need to upload brand documents. After that, platform reads these documents, take the important information, and fill the brand kit section for you. After you publish the brand kit, the AI tools in Sitecore AI use it to create content that matches your brand. So your text, visuals, and messaging stay on brand. You might remember that brand kit was also available in Sitecore Stream, but for using this, you should have had a Stream Premium license. But at the current moment, with Sitecore AI, brand kit are now available for everyone who has access to the platform, which makes brand-aligned content much easier to create. As I mentioned, some features such as AI assistant will not work without a brand kit. Sitecore AI agents will also use the brand kit in future. The brand kit will help us to create messages or prompts for the chat without requiring a lot detailed information. For example, if I have a brand kit about my company and I ask question in the chat, for example, create text for the about page, the AI assistant will do this and use my brand kit for generation this information. And without a brand kit, you will need to write a more detailed prompt for the chat. And back to the strategy and to AI assistant. The brand assistant is a chat-based copilot available inside the strategy. It helps teams create and refine marketing content that align with their brand's tone, visual, identity, and messaging. AI assistant help us generate information that we can use for our strategy. We can ask any question and AI assistant will find the answer. Also, assistant can also generate briefs, and assistant has tools such Brainstorm, which create long-form content, such article or blogs. Also, as I mentioned, it will not work without brand kit, and before using AI assistant, need to set up brand kit in Design Studio. Let's move to the briefs section under the strategy. This is where teams create and manage campaign briefs. A brief, it is the main document for campaign. It's defined strategy, capture objective, target audience, requirements, major milestone, and timelines. You can create...
Что-то ты прогулял так мало.
Sorry, can you mute microphone? You can create a brief manually, or you can use this, and you can create through AI assistant. On this video, you can see I asked generate brief in AI assistant, and AI assistant did this. He generates all information for my brief, even budget. Also inside brief, I can generate timeline too. And of course, after generation, you can check everything, and if you not agree with something, you can change this manually. The next, it is campaigns. Campaigns is the main place for all your marketing works. It shows important goal your team, which they want to reach. For example, a product launch, a website update, a season promotion, or digital advertising plan. In the campaign section, you can create a campaign, set your goals, choose deadlines, and decide who is responsible for the work. After the campaign is created, you can add tasks, update details, track progress using different views, and everything available in one place. Also, in campaign, you will have AI features, which can help you to generate as a campaign, but also generate some task for this campaign. And also, after generation, you can decide save these or remove these. And if you save this, you can, of course, update this manually after checking. You can check how I generate the little campaign. I generate everything through AI, and it's work pretty fast. Yeah, as you see, I generate also some task. I save this, and yeah, you can have some statuses, and you can assign these to some users and work together. The next, it is channels. If you have experience with Sitecore XM Cloud before, you will recognize this area. Channels is still your main place for building and managing your digital experience, creating and organizing site collection, using the page builder, personalization, and testing. What is new here? You will find some AI section where you can ask anything or run agents or flows. Also, I want to mention about one cool marketplace application which Sitecore already added. It is AI Translate for components. You can add this application, and in Page Builder you can open some pages, and through this application you can translate your page content for all components in different languages, which is really cool because from my experience, I very often faced with task when customer want to see how page looks like on different languages, and before that I went to Google Translate and translate manually everything. At the current moment, I just need to install Marketplace application, click some buttons, and everything will translate automatically using by AI. The next main section, it is design. Design, it is one clear workspace where designers, developers, and content author can work together. Here you can find components, form, and your brand kits. With design, your team can create, set up, and publish components for the page builder. Also, you can add visualization values, create a new variants, and reuse components and form. This section helps you build digital experience faster and with more confidence. And under design, you will have a studio page. It's called like Design Studio. Design Studio, it is a central place where your team can view and test components across the whole organization. You can look at components and its variants side by side. Try different layout, use mock data, and test everything without adding it to real page. One very helpful feature is that you will have each is creating a new variant with AI. You can just describe what you need, and the AI gives you new design option right inside the UI. It sounds too good, but it is true. We saw this how it work on symposium, and it was really impressed. Also, when AI generate a new variants, you will have front-end code inside UI where you can change everything manually if you don't agree with some generation text, images, or buttons. Also, as I told, the studio also lets you test components with a mock data or GraphQL queries. And you can preview how this looks on different devices, mobile, tablet, or desktop. Very important information that you should know. If you want to use Design Studio, your front-end application must use Content SDK 1.1 or later. Because without Content SDK, you just will see a warning about you don't have your front-end application not using Content SDK, and Design Studio will not work. Next, it is form. I checked the forms section inside Sitecore AI, and I didn't find the big difference compared to XM Cloud. You can still create forms of any complexity, change layout, and set up webhooks the same way as before. Also, you can test everything inside UI. I think Sitecore will add more AI features for form in future, but right now it is basically the same XM Cloud form, which we have already know. The next section is performance. Sitecore AI give you different ways to check how your digital experience perform and to see the impact of any changes you make. In the performance tab, you get one clear view for all your sites and activities. You can also open extra dashboards to look deeper into the data for a single site or even a single page. Important for using full performance tracking, you must create an analytics identifier and assign each to your website in settings tab. Also, you can see that you have different section under performance. Example, sites, it's where you can check visitor, views, bounce rate, and other metrics, like for all sites, but like for one site or one page. Other section, it is forms, where you can check how user interact with different forms, use, clicks, submission, and other metrics. Of course, we have A/B testing, where you can compare different variance components and see which one gives better result. And some section like search events and traffic will be coming soon, but at the current moment it's not available. But when it will be released, we will give more detailed performance inside this section. The last things, it's not last things, but one things which I want to mention, it is unified data layer, because Sitecore team also recognize that we currently work with many different analytics sources from several Sitecore products. For example, Sitecore Search, Sitecore CDP, Sitecore Order Cloud. Each of these product has own analytics. That's why Sitecore is creating now the unified data layer. It will be a single layer that will combine data from all these products. At the current moment, the unified data layer is still under development, but in the future, we will have one unified profile across all Sitecore products. This will allow us to configure personalization more flexible and see how and where user interact with all our application and it will be available in one place in Sitecore AI. Now I'm heading over to Ihar, and he will tell you about Agentic Studio, Agentic API, and MCP, and another interesting thing about AI. Ihar, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Yauheni. I hope you can see my screen. And yeah, so Sitecore believes that the future is about human AI collaboration. It's a working model where people and AI system combine strengths. Humans set direction and make decisions, while AI handles repetitive, data-driven, or time-consuming work. So that's why Agentic Studio brings in Sitecore. Agentic Studio is a framework for AI systems that can understand goals, make decisions, take actions, while still guided by human input and oversight. The studio contains of multiple sections, so let's review them. We need to start with agents. It's the core drivers of automated work in Sitecore AI. On this page, you can view agents grouped by type. You can run an existing agent or created by Sitecore or your custom, and you can create a new one. In the Agentic Studio, you can combine various components to create a custom agent, tailored to your use case. There are two ways you can do it. You can assemble components, all the components manually, connect them on the canvas, or another option is that you can describe using the prompt what your agent requires to do, and AI from Sitecore will generate the whole scheme automatically. From my personal point of view, one of the most promising agents nowadays is SEO, answer and search engine based optimization. So it's SEO Researcher Agent. Here I asked to analyze website, Brimit.com in our case, and this agent checked it for most popular AI tools or clients like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, and it also creates the summary and recommendations based on each of the client, because each of them uses some client-specific requirements for ranking the website. And so basically we see the summary, the market for each client, and quick wins or quick optimization opportunities. So using this agent, you can quickly validate your website and adapt it for AI clients. Agents can be combined into flows in Sitecore AI, so you can automate larger multi-step marketing processes by coordinating and connecting multiple agents. One of good example is ABM campaign, which is a flow that makes it simpler to plan and launch account-based marketing campaigns. So agent find and enrich target accounts, create campaign briefs, and generate personalized content for each of the account for each opportunity. Another page is signals. It's a page which delivers personalized AI-driven research insights each day based on your selected preferences. It continuously scans trusted industry sources, relevant insights, aligned to the topic, industry, and prompt you define. So first, as I mentioned, you configure a prompt, industry, and topic. Like an example, I asked to create insights based on Sitecore AI and website development nowadays. And then you get detailed recommendations based on changes and trends in a global world or specifically in your region. For more detailed and complete information about the Agentic Studio and working with it, I suggest go to and refer to official documentation. Agentic Studio was released as Sitecore AI just a few weeks ago, but the documentation actually is there and it's very complete. So if you need it, please, if you need to use Agentic Studio, please refer to the documentation. So you all can see the direction of Sitecore to AI-friendly ecosystem, and it stated and started not only on Symposium, but even before it, while Sitecore presented the integration demo with Gradial. Gradial is an AI-powered orchestration platform that integrates with Sitecore to automate marketing operations, turning briefs into live personalized campaigns by using AI agents to build pages and other channels and manage content at a scale so that you can deliver personalized content faster. Let's check what inside this integration. In the Content Hub, where Gradial is connected, you ask it to create ABM campaign, personalization for each customer. Gradial creates it, gathers all the information while user can review and adjust it. Also, the huge complex campaign is split into multiple actions. And each of them will be executed automatically and can be adjusted if needed. And then Gradial creates personalized content for multiple channels, pages, emails, and social media posts. But Sitecore goes further and states AI interoperability. And interoperability means Sitecore can connect together with other systems without needing custom rebuilds. So that you're not fixed with one AI tool like Gradial or Agentic Studio, you can choose yourself any other partner integration or build your own. So that means Sitecore should provide tools, while you as developer, partner, or client choose which of them to use to connect your AI solution with Sitecore. So to extend interoperability beyond partner integrations, Sitecore introduced a dedicated agent API. The agent API allows agentic platforms and other connected systems to interact directly with Sitecore. When an AI agent receives a natural language request, it can call the appropriate agent API endpoint to complete the task. For example, a request to create a new landing page might trigger an endpoint in Sitecore that automatically builds a page, add components to the page, add data sources to those components, and so on. A few notes. You need to authenticate API calls. For this, you need to create automation credentials in Sitecore AI deploy app or former XM Cloud deploy app. And all API requests are made in the production environment, so keep it in mind. This is the overview of all various API sections provided in Agent API. For sites, you can get information about site collection and sites. For pages and components, you can create pages, add components and data sources, perform additional operations on pages like create screenshot, take screenshot, or get page HTML. For content, it's very similar to items API. You can get and manage items. For assets, this section is to work specifically with media library items. For environments, it currently only get languages. For personalization, you can manage personalization for the page. And for jobs, which is quite interesting section because each operation which is performed in the agent API can be associated with unique ID. You just send it in the header. And this section allows you to get information about each operation, and also you can revert it. So that means that any operation you do with Agent API can be reverted, which is really great for AI pipelines. Also, we all know that it is GraphQL API was there for a long time. So you might ask, why create a new API? But actually, Sitecore had a good reason for it. GraphQL API is very atomic and low level by its nature, while Agents API is closer to natural language. It encapsulates more complex operations with ability to revert any operation, any action. And again, it's just more suitable for AI pipelines. The Agent API also powers the Marketer MCP, which uses these endpoints to perform agentic operation in Sitecore. The Marketer MCP is a MCP server for marketing operations in Sitecore. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, which you can connect to any AI client. So it connects AI agents to Sitecore tools through Agent API, and you can instantly use the power of LLM of your choice within Sitecore. And when I said that the Agent API also powers the Marketers MCP, that's what I mean, that any tool which exists in Marketers MCP uses endpoint from Agent API. For example, when I call a component to page 2 in Marketers MCP, or maybe not I'm calling it, but AI calls it, internally it uses add component to a page endpoint of Agent API, which executes action on Sitecore AI. So while MCP uses Agent API under the hood, there are a few use cases. So the use cases for choosing between Agent API and Marketers MCP are a bit different. So Marketers MCP wraps Agent API, and when you need predictable actions executed by you, or the actions themselves should be, the set of actions should be chosen by you, then it's better to use Agent API. When you want AI to decide which actions to invoke, then basically MCP is the best choice. And also it's both Agent API and Marketers MCP utilize OAuth 2.0 authentication, but the authentication flow is different. So for authentication Agent API, you need to create client idents and client secret credentials and use them, which is perfect for service-to-service integrations, while Marketers MCP uses authorization code flow, which requires some manual opening for user in the user interface. It requires to open the link in the browser, and user needs to click the button that yes, I allow access to Sitecore application, which makes it problematic to use in service-to-service integrations. So yeah, currently this is the limitation, but as I know, Sitecore is working on bringing client credentials flow into Marketers MCP as well. And another big announcement made at Symposium is related to Sitecore Marketplace. It's here, it's released. So Sitecore Marketplace is a place for extending and customizing Sitecore AI. In the public marketplace, you can discover apps built by Sitecore and its trusted partners. So if you found any suitable application, you can just install it. If not, you can build your own, and as well submit it for approval to Sitecore. Also, Sitecore understands one of the biggest pains in the community, it's migrations, and there is a new tool to solve it, Pathway. Pathway is a content migration tool which parses the website, creates a mapping for each page, and components on the page to corresponding Sitecore items. The initial release includes the migration from XP to Sitecore AI, but soon there will be migration from any CMS like Optimizely, Adobe, and so on into Sitecore AI. The cool thing is that it's implemented as a marketplace app, and it should already be available for Sitecore's 360 subscription clients. And now, with all those new things covered, it's time to jump into the demo. Let me open it. So in the demo, I want to show you the usage of Marketers MCP and Agentic API, how it can be used. First, we need to connect the Marketers MCP in the Visual Studio Code in my case, but in the documentation, you can find connection to all popular editors. So I just created MCP.json in my empty solution, and I add the server. Again, it's all listed in the documentation. I click to start, and it requires to authenticate. So the MCP server definition Sitecore wants to authenticate to Marketer. Let me ensure I selected the correct browser. So it wants to open the URL. Okay. It opens this authorization screen, so I need to allow access. I need to select organization where I want to perform operations. So I select the Brimit partner Sitecore AI account. And now I can open again the Visual Studio Code, where the MCP server is connected. So I can see the configuration. Okay, the tools. I can't see the tools here, but I can open the chat. Create a new chat, and here I can see and expand Sitecore AI tools, Sitecore AI MCP, and see all the tools available. So there are really lots of those. And for the demo, let me copy and paste it. So I have a prompt to ask LLM which pages are on the Play website, which I have in my instance, and I want to ask check using Sitecore AI and ask it to output only show top level pages. So we expand it. Yeah, so it asks me to execute get all pages by website. Allow it. I can see the input, so site name was correct, and then it responds all the different pages which are here. So the tool was chosen correctly, and I hope it will summarize as well. It filtering top level pages. Takes really a long time to sync and output. So yeah, basically it makes some outputs. I think it mixes something, but still it's not a fail of MCP server. MCP server did the job correctly, and the tool was chosen correctly. And of course, you can choose this MCP server for more complex scenarios. And just to save some time, I open my previous chats where I asked to create the new page for which should have a title MCP for Sitecore. It should be created under news, populate with sample content, with information about model context protocol, and I want to output the page information as soon as it's there, ID and path, and page should be published tomorrow. It's just talking about field value here, and just to ensure that you use the correct date format for the date field. And here we can see the tools which were chosen by AI. We can see the execution, again, size and so on, list available insert options. So it checks first the news page, checks it insert options, then get the page template by ID. Then it tries to create page one time. It failed, as we can see. It tries it second time. Now it was succeed. It ensured that the page is created, and now we get the ID of the page. And having this ID of the page, we can utilize Agents API. So to use it, first I need to authenticate. Again, I just created the client ID and client secret credentials in my organization. And now I can go to the pages section, go to page ID. I can retrieve I can retrieve page details by ID. So yeah, it has the name, the location is there. I can open the retrieve the page preview URL. I can even open it. Let me show you that it actually correct. So I'm just selected the browser, so it should be opened here, and I click the page. As you can see, it's the publish date is tomorrow, and this is basically the page which was generated. So it contains some information about model context protocol for Sitecore. Just some generic information it can find. Another cool thing is that I can get the real the HTML of the page. So some, as you can see, a long string is returned in the HTML. And another cool thing from Agent API is that I can take a screenshot. In the parameters, I need to pass required width and height. And in the screenshot base64 image, I get base64 screenshot of the page, and I also made some visualization of it. So basically, it's the same image returned here directly for you. So I think that's it for the demo, and now it's time for Yauheni to make some say some final words about Sitecore AI.
Yes. Thank you, Igor, for the demo. Now let's talk about how Sitecore AI is applied and what the new changes mean for us. First, Sitecore took the old XAM Cloud platform and expanded it. Now it is the Sitecore AI platform. The same base, but with AI capabilities added on top, like brand kits, Agentic Studio, and Design Studio. If you have a demo or partner license, you already get several new things. The update navigation, the new strategy workspace, and the new performance tab for analytics and insight. If you are on customer license, you also get everything above, plus Agentic Studio, brand kit, and other things which available in Sitecore AI. And now let's make a short summary of Sitecore AI. Sitecore AI was released only a few weeks ago, so it is completely normal if you find some bugs or small issues. It is a new platform and it needs some time for release all features and fix everything. If you find something what doesn't work, just create a support ticket. Sitecore is fixing issues very quickly now because Sitecore AI is their main priority. Also, as I mentioned several times, and I think you should understand that the good prompts lead to a good result. Also, Sitecore is also working on deeper integration between Agentic Studio and brand kits, but their part is still in progress and not fully working yet. But as I know, it's will available soon. My personal summary that Sitecore AI it's really good platform where you can use a lot of cool features which will help like developers and customer to do good content and really powerful components. And I think more customer will be moved to Sitecore AI because at the current moment pathway using pathway, it will be more easy than it was before. That's it. Thank you for your time.